Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anand. There's a lot of fascination about Fort Knox. Everyone is talking about Fort Knox, and I'm sure you have seen that in the news already. So much of conversation going on about Fort Knox. So what is Fort Knox? Fort Knox is a multifunctional installation of the United States Army, and it is massive. It covers more than 108,000 acres in Kentucky. That is correct. More than 108,000 acres in Kentucky. So it is very big. And on the website of Fort Knox, you will see the following information. It is the 15th most populated city in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. And there's a lot of information about Fort Knox that you can find if you want to do some research. If you're looking for information on the website, you'll find a ton of information. For example, Fort Knox is the home of the General George Patton Museum. But here's why everyone is talking about Fort Knox right now. The United States Department of Treasury's Kentucky Bullion Depository is located adjacent to Fort Knox. This is where the United States government stores its precious metal bullion reserves for US. So how much gold is there at Fort Knox? I mean, that's a question that may come up in your mind. You may be wondering, so okay, we're talking about a lot of gold reserves. So how much gold is there at Fort Knox? Reportedly, and this is an amazing figure. So I'll share that with you, and it's unbelievably big. Okay, so let me tell you how much of gold there is at Fort Knox. So reportedly, there are 147.3 million ounces of gold. 147.3 million ounces of gold at Fort Knox. Okay. Next question that is likely to pop up. All right, so it's 147.3 million ounces. How much are we talking about in terms of money? What's the valuation? So reportedly, it is currently valued at 436 billion US dollars. That is correct. 436 billion US dollars. So that's a lot of gold, and this is tremendous asset. This is awesome. 436 billion dollars worth of gold at Fort Knox. Unbelievable. But it's true. I mean, 147.3 million ounces of gold valued at 436 billion dollars. Now, when searching for more information about the facility, I learned that in 1936, the depository was made with 16,000 cubic feet of granite, 4,200 cubic yards of concrete, 750 tons of reinforcing steel, and 670 tons of structural steel. That's an enormously strong structure. All the granite and concrete and steel used in building the depository, it is super strong, and that is wonderful. Now, questions have come up recently about whether or not the gold is actually there. So I shared with you how many ounces of gold reportedly there are at Fort Knox, 147.3 million ounces of gold. I mentioned the valuation, which is $436 billion. And now the question is the gold actually there? People have questions. Is the gold actually there? People want to know. And President Trump recently said that he is going to Fort Knox. And he's going to go there with Elon Musk. And President Trump said that he wants to see if the gold is still there. And he said, we want to see if the gold is still there. We want to see. And, you know, transparency is good. That is what we expect from the administration that is in power. In fact, that is what we expect from all of government. So more transparency is good. People want answers. Is the gold actually there? And a lot of people, I think, are eagerly waiting to find out more about this visit. President Trump said that he's going to go to Fort Knox. He's going to go with Elon. And the American people are eagerly waiting for that visit to take place. And we want to know if the gold is there. It's our asset. We, the American people, the American public, the gold is our asset. So the gold belongs to the American people, and we want to know if it's still there. And I think it would be great if President Trump would go there in person to see if the gold is there. And as he said, he would take Elon Musk with him. And there's so much of anticipation about this visit. Elon Musk, he is truly a key figure in the Trump administration. He's a very successful individual, very high profile in the world of business. In fact, as we know, he's the richest man in the world. And obviously his success has been possible because of his knowledge, his skills, his talent, his hard work. And, you know, that's how he developed this profile that he has. The richest man in the world, highly, highly successful. But you know what I think makes him so special? In addition to being a businessman, in addition to being a scientific genius, in addition to being an overall very, very hardworking person, Elon Musk has a very strong commitment to help make America great again. And the administration, the Trump administration, can greatly benefit from having someone like Elon Musk in the administration, a brilliant mind and someone who looks into the future and likes to do big and bold things. And President Donald J. Trump recognizes talent, and he recognizes the right people he needs to make his administration the greatest one ever. And one after another, the administration, the Trump administration, is solving problems and addressing challenges and repairing the damage done by the Biden-Harris administration. And the Trump administration is doing whatever is necessary to take our country towards prosperity. So Elon Musk, obviously, a very important part of the Trump administration. And so now let's talk about Fort Knox again. Just think about Fort Knox and all the wonderful gold stored there. And we hope it is still there. And it would be wonderful to see President Trump and Elon Musk visit the depository. Gold is a precious metal that makes our country strong. It is a sign of strength, and the more gold, the better. Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa, he had an interesting post on X a couple of days ago. He wrote that freshman Representative Chuck Grassley, at the time he was a member of the banking committee, so freshman Representative Chuck Grassley visited Fort Knox to check on the gold in 1976, and the gold was there. 1976, that's when Chuck Grassley of Iowa went to Fort Knox. At the time, he was a freshman representative, and now obviously he's a U.S. senator. And so 1976 is when Senator Chuck Grassley, at the time freshman representative, visited Fort Knox, and he said the gold was there. And reportedly, and this is shocking, I'll tell you, reportedly no one has visited the depository since 2017. And I got this information from the news. In 2017, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin, who was the governor at the time, and congressional representatives had visited Fort Knox. And that was in 2017. And reportedly, no one has visited the depository since 2017. And my friends, the American people demand transparency, more transparency. And the American people want more transparency regarding the gold at Fort Knox. And if President Trump and Elon Musk, if they visit Fort Knox, that would be an amazing, amazing visit. And the American public, we the American people, we are definitely eager to see what our Commander-in-Chief, President Trump, and the Department of Government Efficiency Chief, Elon Musk, what they find if and when they visit the depository. And I am waiting for that visit to take place. I'm eagerly waiting for the press conference, which, I assume that whenever President Trump visits Fort Knox to see the depository, I'm guessing that after the visit, he's going to do a press conference. I am eagerly waiting for that press conference. And I want to watch it. I want to hear all about the visit. And also something I'm thinking about is, okay, who else is going to be there? It's going to be President Trump. It's going to be Elon Musk. And who else will be there during the visit? Will the Treasury Secretary be there? I'm guessing so. What about the Secretary of Defense? Is he going to be there? I would guess so. But then the question is, who else? So there's a lot of anticipation. There's a lot of excitement about Fort Knox. And hopefully, President Trump and Elon Musk will visit the depository soon. So let's wait for more information, my friends. And I want to hear your thoughts. So share your thoughts with me about this matter. You can go to my website, tausifanam.net, and send me a message through my website. You can email me. My email address is tausif@tausifanam.net. You can also connect with me on social media and, send me message on social media. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, and also on Truth Social. So my friends, I look forward to hearing from you. And thank you once again for continuing to listen to my podcast. And I hope to be back again soon with a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anam.